You ever notice how the loudest guy in the room is always the first to crack? That's exactly what happened the day I strolled into Ridgeview Fitness Studio, just looking to work off some stress on the jiu-jitsu mats. I wasn't there to impress anybody, didn't even care that my sweatpants were faded. My t-shirt belonged to another decade, and my hair was thrown up in a ponytail, like I was heading to a garage sale, not a luxury gym. But from the moment I walked in, you could feel the weight of all those judgmental stares. Everyone flexing, checking their reflections, and making sure their water bottles match their shoes, you know what I mean? Then there's Bryce Callahan. If entitlement had a mascot, it'd be him. Black belt wrapped tight designer gear, the Callahan grin that says, "My dad owns this place, and I never have to hear no." He spots me, and his smirk gets bigger loud enough for the whole gym to feel it. And suddenly, I'm the morning's entertainment. "Hey, sweetheart, you sure you're in the right class? We don't do Pilates in here," he calls out, making sure every protein shake bro and yoga queen hears it. The laughter wasn't even clever, just mean, and I could see a couple of the women. Lenora and Viv shrinking a little, while most people looked away, pretending they didn't notice what was happening. Thing is, I got this habit whenever someone tries to put me in a corner, I fiddle with this old silver ring on my right hand. To Bryce, it probably looked like nerves, but to me, it's a reminder of every time someone told me I didn't belong, and I pushed through anyway. And right then, watching Bryce preen for his audience, I thought, maybe today's not the day I disappear. Bryce starts strutting around me, putting on a show, one hand behind his back. Big speech about making it fair and teaching me a lesson. He's got the whole gym eating out of his hand, even Dorian. The owner just leans against the counter watching like he's seen this act before, but isn't sure how it ends. "How about this?" Bryce says, voice dripping with that smug energy. "If you somehow beat me, I'll apologize to every woman here. But let's be real, you won't last 10 seconds. And the guys start betting on how fast I'll tap. I swear it was like a frat party in there. I just smile, shrug off my jacket and say, "Deal. But if I win, you better own up in front of everyone." The place goes quiet for a split second. Then the laughter rolls back and nobody's betting on me. That's for sure. Here's where it gets interesting. I step onto the mat, playing along, moving slow, making it look like I'm nervous. Bryce is soaking up the spotlight, barely even getting into a stance, hand behind his back, like this is some kind of modeling gig, not a fight. First 3 seconds, I let him have it his way, reading his feet, watching him lean just a little too far. And then right when he's most relaxed, I go fast. Single leg takedown slide into side control lock in an arm triangle. You could feel the air leave the room, all the jokes dying in people's throats. 14 seconds. That's all it took. Bryce starts tapping, face turning purple, all that cockiness leaking out as fast as the oxygen. I let go, roll off, and stand up, dusting off my pants like it's no big deal. Bryce is laid out on the mat, staring at the ceiling, looking for all the world like he just found out Santa isn't real. Nobody's laughing now. There's this thick, stunned silence phones out, but nobody even knows what to say. Dorian steps forward, clapping slow, and behind him comes Mr. Callahan, Bryce's dad. And here's the twist. Mr. Callahan actually knows me. He shakes my hand. Tells the whole gym I'm Riley the Equalizer Bennett, 3-time Open Division champion. Says he's watched me submit guys twice my size. Respect is earned, son, not inherited. He tells Bryce, and the look on Bryce's face. Man, I almost felt bad for him. Almost. But that's not even the best part. Lenora, who never says a word in class, pipes up. "Why do you never listen, Bryce? You're always telling us what women can't do, but you never pay attention." Viv chimes in. Turns out she's been told more than once to stick to cardio. Suddenly, every woman in the gym finds her voice calling out the crap they've put up with, and you can see the guys squirming, realizing maybe they've been part of the problem. Bryce stands up, shoulders sagging, and for the first time he's quiet. No joke, no bravado. He actually apologizes. For real. Not just to me, but to everyone he's steamrolled, and honestly, I can see it costs him. Maybe he finally got the lesson. Dorian pulls me aside later, says he wants me teaching a couple nights a week. Next thing I know, Lenora's my assistant. Viv's running a group for the women, and the whole vibe of Ridgeview starts to shift. Less macho nonsense, more. Respect, more. People just there to get better, not prove they're the baddest on the block. And Bryce. For a while he disappeared, then showed up again. No black belt, just a white one, starting from scratch. Listening. More, talking less. It's not perfect, but you can see he's trying. Even his dad got involved putting up money for a women's team and scholarships. Word spread, people online, other gyms, even a couple news stories about what went down and how things changed. I started getting messages from women all over, stories about being underestimated, about fighting through anyway. Sometimes I close up the gym, sit on the mats and think about that day, about how I almost kept my head down, about how it all changed because I finally said, enough. You know, not everyone believes these stories. Some still say it's just a fluke, that men are always stronger, that it'll never change. Maybe, but I've seen too much to buy that now. If you keep looking down on people because of what you think you know, you're going to keep getting surprised over and over. So let me ask you, have you ever watched someone get counted out only to watch them turn the tables and prove everybody wrong? Or maybe you've been that person, or maybe you were the one who had to learn the hard way. Tell me about it in the comments. Let's see if we can change what strong really means, one story at a time.